I always like to fill the hole up with water when planting tomatoes. This will fill up any of the air gaps and mean that these more mature plants will have available water near their roots when they go in the ground. An easy thing to remember is plant your seed dry and your seedlings wet. When planting tomatoes, always choose a sunny, protected spot because they love a bit of warmth. And make sure you don't plant them in a bed that's had potatoes or even tomatoes in it for the last 2 years. First, I like to prepare or dress up my tomato before I put it in the ground. All of this lower growth is going to go. The reason for this is that tomatoes send out roots from their stem. So if I plant it a little bit deeper, it'll have a deeper root zone and more roots to feed the top half of the plant. That's pretty good. Maybe take that leaf off. Now just to plonk it in the ground. Gotta be gentle because it's quite a mature plant and it's probably, oh, the roots are okay, but they're a little bit tight and need teasing. There we go, gently plop it in there. Now this is my soil level, so that should come up to about that point. Now just backfill. All I really do to prepare the soil for tomatoes is dig it over well and add some nice fine compost. A lot of people add nitrogen in the form of blood and bone or fish emulsion. What this can do is make the plant put on a lot of leaf at the expense of your fruit. One of the most important elements when fertilising your tomato is potassium in the form of sulphate of potash. I put down a couple of handfuls just in a ring around the plant throughout the season. This will help them ripen their fruit and keep the plant nice and hardy. Now there's a lot of different ways to do this and there's a lot of different materials you can use. A lot of people use wooden stakes and twine. I prefer steel stakes and wire. It just feels a lot stronger. But no matter what materials you use, I like to support each wire on the stake. That way, the weight is evenly distributed throughout the whole structure. Now that I've got the second line in, you can start to see the way this system works. This is where the weave comes into play. So I've got my main strong leader here. That's planted on the outside of the structure, so that comes in over the first wire and back around the second one. And then this other lateral here gets gently bent in underneath and then woven back up as it grows. Kind of like weaving a basket. The great thing about doing this is all the weight is held on the wire. When the fruit starts to form, it'll sag down and the wire will hold it, meaning that it's nice and strong. Now, as I said before, it's in the nature of your vine tomato to climb quite high. So I'm going to need to put some more lines in. The HOBART weave is a simple, low-fuss method that's great if you're planting a lot of tomatoes. And if you've never tried growing tomatoes before, make this the first year you try. I guarantee you, it'll change your life.